I'll be honest, this is the first team preview I've done that feels like work. Doesn't mean I'm just going to mail this one in. You never know who's watching. The Giants could be your favorite team, or this could be the team preview that goes viral and I become a viral internet sensation. So here we go. Let's get into it. Last time the Giants had a winning record was in 2015, the days of Eli Manning and OBJ. Now, coming off a 3-14 season, I'm not sure how the GM Joe Schcone and the head coach Brian Daboll still have their jobs, but based on my power ratings, the Giants have the single biggest upgrade of any team this offseason. That's not to say I'm high on this team or think they're significantly better than last year's team. It's more about how bad I had them rated at the end of last season. I had them rated 9 points worse than a league average team. Currently have them 4 points worse than a league average team. So that's a 5 point adjustment this offseason with no games played. That's how much just like a simple stability at the QB position can do for a team. They completely flip their QB room over, and regardless of what you think of Russell Wilson, he raises the floor much higher than Drew Lock and Tommy DeVito does. But I still have them projected well under their win total. In fact, I have the Giants projected at the lowest win total of 4.5 games, which is a full game under their current listed win total of 5.5. A big reason for this, besides having them rated 4 points below a league average team, is their brutal strength of schedule. When the list of opponents came out, it was a top five toughest schedule just based on opponents, but then when the actual layout of the schedule was released, it made it much worse. I have them tied for the second hardest schedule. Based on opponent win totals alone, the Giants face the toughest schedule if you add up all the opponents' projected win totals. Just look at how front loaded this schedule is. I also can't recall a team ever starting the season with back to back road games, but then after that, it's AFC champs, and then the Chargers right after. Two double digit win teams last year. Somehow, in the first 12 weeks of the season, the Giants will only play two teams I have rated as below league average, the Bears and the Saints. No chance Dayball survives this. I haven't seen odds on the first head coach to be fired, but he has to be a massive favorite here. Giants don't even get a bye until week 14. They really could be like 2-12 at their bye week, assuming they beat the Saints in week 5, which is the only game I have them favored in all season. Let's say they pull off an upset somewhere else. Just look at this home schedule. After the back-to-back road games to start the season, it's KC, Chargers, Eagles, back-to-back road games, then San Fran, Green Bay, back-to-back road games again, Washington, Minnesota, Dallas. They have the single toughest home schedule of any team, and I already have them with the lowest home field advantage in the league. I have home field advantage calculated for each team, which these numbers get applied to the power ratings. You can access this inside the Power Packet, which is a downloadable Google Doc with a bunch of helpful info for game selection. I just don't know how the Giants can survive this early onslaught. Therefore, Dayball will probably have to fall on the sword. I don't think we see Jackson Dart until at least like week 5, and by that time the G-men are likely 0-4. And Dart will get to come in just in time to face the Eagles defense twice and the Broncos defense sandwiched in the middle. I just find it hard to see optimism here, but it's amazing what Giants fans can conjure up in their mind. They probably have a realistic explanation for them to be a playoff team. Probably involves a scenario with Jackson Dart. He is a wild card. I don't ever try and project how a rookie will impact a team until he has at least a start under his belt, but I'm curious how they're going to handle this QB room. Will Dayball and the Giants be okay with Russ and his low variance he provides and the likelihood they just don't get blown out in many games with Russ, or do they try and let the rookie sink or swim early against this tough schedule? Keep in mind, regardless of the quarterback, they'll be behind an offensive line that has largely been neglected year after year. And when one position group, like the O-line, gets neglected, it usually means another group somewhere on the team got attention. In this case, it'd be the defensive side of the ball, particularly the front seven. Pass rush should be tough. At least on paper, it appears to be a top unit. They added third overall draft pick, Abdul Carter, but let's say they have the league's best pass rush, number one. That can't make up for all the other areas of weakness. I do think their secondary is significantly better, though, this year. A lot of young, athletic dudes. They add Paulson Adebo, who looks like he's going to be like the traveling cornerback tasked with shadowing the number one receiver. I like him a lot. Safety Javon Holland. He had a down year last year, but showed some high-level like flashes. Second-year slot corner or nickelback Drew Phillips. I like him too. He's coming off a really good rookie year and should only improve. But again, this is a team I projected to win 4.5 games, the fewest games in the league based on my projections. It's a full game lower than their listed win total of 5.5, and it's 2.5 more games than their 3 wins last season. It's crazy. That they don't even have the lowest win total. There's other teams with a win total of 5.5, but the juice on the under is heavier on those other teams. And 5.5 is about as low as the odds makers can go. We see teams every year that finish with 3 or 4 wins, but odds makers can't really post a win total of 3.5. It would just invite one-way action on the over. Same thing with like 13-win teams, which we see each year. Odds makers can't really make a team 13.5 wins. There's just no upside to betting the over. Um, and when you have a team coming off a 3-win season like the Giants, you can usually point to a few things to justify those teams' losses, like losing a lot of close games, or terrible injury luck, or turnover luck. The Giants don't have any of these. Well, they were bad in single score games, just 1-8, but unlike a lot of other teams with single score losses, the Giants actually deserve this record because they only lost one game where they had above a 50% win probability in the fourth quarter. So basically, they had a lot of games where they were losing and maybe scored in garbage time to make it look like it was a closer final score than it was. Or they were just losing and never really in a position to win late games. They also had league average turnover luck or fumble recovery luck, above league average in adjusted games lost due to injury. But yeah, that's going to do it for the letter N. All these teams that start with New England, New Orleans, New York, now Philadelphia Eagles up next. If you made it to the end of this video and you're still watching right now, thank you, and I got something for you. Comment the word G-Men, and if you aren't already a lifetime member of the Discord, I'll make you an offer to become one, and I'll explain what that all entails there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, good luck with your bets.